Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be the hobby update for March 2013. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is talk about the painting update. And looking at the plan here, if you remember what I was saying from before, that actually this month, for February anyway, was really easy because I already did my 50 Night Goblins anyway. So what I actually painted was Throg, so really nice to have the guy done. He's a great model. And then looking forward for March, what I have here on the schedule is actually to paint up 5 of my Boar Boys and then one of my Wolf Chariots. Just kind of one of the first steps to try and make it so that my chariot army will be ready to roll. So here we can see Throg, maybe not the best picture of him, but yeah, I mean, one of the things that's kind of crazy that I didn't notice until I started painting is just the fact that this guy has mouths just all over him. I think he has like, of course his mouth and then 3 more kind of like spread around his body. And of course, like their tongues are sticking out and stuff. So that was kind of silly, but at first I really didn't like it, but then it kind of grew on me. So anyway, I can't wait to use it. Also a big thing I did this month was just painting for War Machine. I mean, I figured if I'm going to have a month off for painting Warhammer stuff, I might as well just go crazy and just paint all my stuff. So I painted this entire army here for my mercenaries, and I mean with Epic Magnus, and it's pretty much all good and ready to go, so I can't wait to go and use that now. I also went and I painted a little bit more of my circle. You guys have probably seen the battle reports of these guys coming up, and I just love the look at them. Just that silver and the green. I really love the way that looks together. So, again, really nice to have enough painted of these guys now, especially the caster, so I actually can have a fully painted army, and it's good to go pretty much. Hey, look, there's a phone. Getting on to model building update, there really isn't much. For getting into the new Warriors of Chaos, I had to build a few more things here. So you see, there's a Chimera and the Demon Prince that you guys saw in my battle report. But really, that's it. Not much model building or anything else. For Army Update, you guys probably noticed that I just love the idea of this new Warriors of Chaos book. I mean, one of the things it's kind of neat to compare to is that in the old High Elf book, there was like a little section in the back about how you could do this little mission against the High Elves going out into the wilderness and fighting monsters, and how at all the different points for all the different monsters you could do. And I was trying to build that up, but of course I could never get enough monsters to make a decent size army, and nobody wanted to play against it anyway. And now here it is, it's like an official army. So I have my next battle here on Sunday, should be 3,000 points, and I just love putting all these monsters down and see what's going to happen. Of course, eventually I'm going to be hit with Blood and Glory, and it'll be an automatic loss, but whatever. I'll lose a game, we'll re-roll, and we'll try again. Tournament update. Now this is where there's really a lot going on lately. Of course, in this last month here, I went and I had to run my Love Machine tournament. This is the War Machine one, and it really was a big success. We had, well, okay, big success might be an overstatement, but it's still, for a first run out and for something that's kind of a janky system, I think I was really happy with what I got. I also had to send some people away because I couldn't go to this other tournament, so my tournament would have been even bigger, but some of my guys, I actually kind of did the right thing, and I sent them off to go to the other tournament. But anyway, looking into March, we actually get into my flagship tournament, and that tournament is called Battle of the Beasts. This is one I've been running for, I don't know how long now, long time, at least 8 years I think I've been running this tournament, and it's kind of changed over years, but the biggest thing that happens now is just the whole fact where you could take monsters in your army. So at first it was that you could take any monster from any book and mount them on a character. This year I've learned a little bit, and I've made it so that it can only be mounted on a lord, because it got pretty crazy where you could just take a cheap hero and get tons and tons of monsters. Of course, this is kind of a silly thing to do, because most of the time you're just doing it for fun, when really, one cannon's going to kill your lord and your monster. But, for all the guys who want to put like a slan or on a dragon or whatever you want to do, these things are now available to you. And for the most part, this is also more of a serious tournament. It looks like we're going to have probably roughly about 24 when everything's done. So, an okay sized tournament. It's not one of these massive ones, but it's for one guy running something, I'm pretty happy with it. This is of course part of the Alberta GT circuit, and one of the things I'm really noticing with this is, between me missing that tournament, me not being able to take part in my own tournament, of course, it really means I'm kind of sliding back in the standings. I really want to do well so I can try and go to this big grand final tournament. It might be all of a waste because in the end I might have to help run it anyway, but it'd be nice if I could get more of these fantasy tournaments in. On fantasy tournaments, I'm just still really pumped for going to Brawler Bash in April here. I took 2.5 weeks to go to this tournament and another one I'll be talking about, well, next month really. And now it actually got big enough, so it's going to be an 80-person tournament. So this is going to be massive. It's going to be tons of fun. I've now submitted my list. I'm going to be going with Orcs and Goblins. For a while there, I thought maybe I should go with Warriors of Chaos because I'm really loving the whole monster thing. But you know what? I got to stay true to my Orc kind of heritage. And, they have the whole award there for going for best in race, basically, and that's really going to be the big thing I'm going to be going for. I'm not going to be going for to try and win the whole thing, but I really want to try and win best Orc general. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, there you go. There's my update for March. Hopefully at the end of this, a whole bunch more painting for Orcs and Goblins again. Actually, the painting the 5 Boar Boys and the 1 Chariot should be really easy, so I might get to some other things too. And yeah, just really looking forward to getting some more fantasy games in. So anyway, there you go, and thanks for watching. Bye.